Hey guys! So what do you do when you have really old bananas, those that are covered in brown spots and kind of soft, but you don't necessarily want to have an entire loaf of banana bread? We make banana muffins, and I have discovered that my family won't eat muffins really unless they have chocolate in them. And I'm not above a little chocolate bribery. So these whole wheat, so they're still good for you, banana chocolate chip muffins come together super quickly. A great way to use up old bananas. Even if they're old bananas that you've put in the freezer, you can just take a few out and let them thaw on the countertop or pop them in the microwave for 10-15 seconds, and then you can mash them up to make these delicious banana chocolate chip muffins. So let's make them. Okay, so I've gotten started by mixing my dry ingredients, the flour, the baking soda, and the salt in a large bowl. You can whisk it or mix it really well and then set it to the side. Next, we'll be gathering our wet ingredients. So I already have my oil in here, or melted butter, whichever you decide to use, the mashed bananas. Always want to gather up our dry ingredients and our wet together first, and then we combine them. So get all that banana out. There's a lot of sweetness in the banana, which is why this recipe doesn't have as much sugar. We're going to crack our egg. You could crack it ahead of time and beat it in a different bowl, but nah. Okay, and then I'm going to add half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. If all you have is sweetened, then just make sure that you cut back a little bit on the sugar. These little lunch packs of applesauce are great because they're pre-measured at half a cup. So it's pretty much the reason that I buy them. So mix that up really well and then add in your vanilla extract. I just kind of eyeball it. And if you haven't tried making your own vanilla extract yet, it's super easy. I'll put the link below in the comments. And then add in your sugar. I use a nice, it's not as refined sugar, and you can certainly use something like sucanat or turbinado as well, or just your regular white sugar. Okay, so now we're ready to mix our wet and dry ingredients. You can create a little well in the middle and then pour your wet ingredients in. Use a scraper. I love this scraper. It's from Pampered Chef. I don't sell Pampered Chef, but man, I do love some of their products. Okay, so we're going to use this for any kind of muffin batter. You just want to mix until there's no more pockets of flour. You definitely don't want to overmix, because then your muffins can turn out pretty tough and dense, especially when it comes to whole wheat muffins. Whole wheat flour tastes amazing, especially if it's freshly milled, but even if it's not, you still want to be really wary of just overmixing. So I see a little bit of flour left in, so I'm going to just keep folding it over, and then come the chocolate chips. Sample some if you need to. Sample as needed. And we're going to put in a cup. You can use dark, you can use semi-sweet, you can use milk chocolate. Of course, the darker, that means the less sugar. You can also use mini muffins. You can also use mini chocolate chips if you want to kind of spread out and have a little bit more chocolate bite in each muffin. And now we're ready to fill. Okay, so I've gone ahead and sprayed my muffin pan with a little non-stick cooking spray, and I've got this great scoop which holds about a tablespoon and a half. Okay, so you can dollop some in each muffin tray or muffin cup, and then you can come back and add a little bit more if you have extra. This recipe also works really well for mini muffins. So if you have a mini muffin tray, this recipe will probably make 36 of those. Sometimes the mini muffins can be varied sizes. So in ours, which were kind of small, it makes about 36. Use your scraper to make sure you're getting all that great batter off the edges. Make sure that you're getting your muffin cups about 3/4 of the way full. And you also want to make sure that no muffins getting shorted on the chocolate chips. My kids would notice. Yours probably will too. If you've got some drips on the side, you can clean those up, or if you've been baking long enough, I'm just not worried about it. Slide those into a 350-degree oven. After 18 to 20 minutes, here they are, lightly browned on the edges and firm to the touch on the top. And I use a plastic spreader so I don't scratch my pan. And there you go, perfectly done. Nice and chocolatey in the middle. Enjoy!